And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as his skip. The end zone, it'll be a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Claiborne. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
Football 7. Football 7. Ready, set. Ready.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lucas. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback keeper. Ball is loose. And Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Though he coughed it up and got it back, but he didn't get it to the first down line. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Barnes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. On the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's White. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden, those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take it to the house, make big plays.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in line.
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So a drive there of 84 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Claiborne. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hernandez. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Claiborne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
More base base. More base base.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's looking deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A run for the quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when he was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They marched 79 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Gonna let it fly. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Grab behind the line. It's Lucas. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense not showing press coverage. On the ground, it's Claiborne. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lucas. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Steps away. Creates a little room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
To do here on second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Got it behind the line. It's Holmes.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. for it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.